Good morning, students. Hope today you will enjoy your day. And today we are here to discuss poem If You Catch a Firefly by Lillian Murray. So, who is the poet of the poem If You Catch a Firefly? Lillian Murray is the poet of the poem If You Catch a Firefly. So, this poem we have already discussed. In this poem, she has told us about fireflies as well as all other living things. Through this poem, she has tried to tell us some moral. Okay, so let us see what she has to tell us about the fireflies and all other living things. Now, in this poem, she said that if you catch a firefly and keep it in a jar, you may find that you have lost a tiny star. So, in this poem, she has compared a firefly with a tiny star, and she has said that if you will catch a firefly and if you will close it at one place or close it in a jar, you will find, to your surprise, you will find that you will not be able to see the shining star anymore. Now here, since firefly is compared to a star and a star always shines bright, as well as a firefly when it gives out light at night, it seems like it is a tiny star. So if we catch a firefly, it will stop giving out light, and it will seem like we have lost a tiny star, that the star has stopped shining brightly. So she has said that we should not catch a firefly and keep it in a jar, or we should not catch all other living things. We should let it be free. Now let's see what she has to say in the second para. See, she's saying that if you let it go, then back into the night, you may see it once again, star bright. So she's telling that if you will let the firefly go, if you will set it free, then what will happen? See, this girl when she is setting free the fireflies, what is happening? It is shining again. It has started glowing again. So you can see that the star is back into the night again. See, it has started shining again, and it seems that the stars have come back to the sky and they are shining bright again. So, through this poem, Lillian Murray has tried to tell us that we should not catch living things or a firefly. We should set it free so that we can enjoy the beauty of nature. Okay, so in this poem we have learned that we should set free all the living things, and we should and then enjoy its beauty. Now students, today we will do some questions related to this poem. Let's see. Complete the given poem. Here poem paragraphs and lines have been given. You have to complete them. Let's see. If you catch a dash, if you catch a firefly. Okay? Firefly, firefly, and keep it in a jar, jar, jar. You may find that, find that you have lost, lost a tiny star, tiny, tiny. You have lost a tiny star. So the complete para is, if you catch a firefly and keep it in a jar, you may find that you have lost a tiny star. Now let's see next question. It says fill in the blanks. We have to fill the blanks. Okay. Question number 1. Tiger catched dash and wanted to eat it. Whom did the tiger catch? Tiger catched mouse deer. So we will write M-O-U-S-E, mouse deer. Okay. Tiger catched mouse deer and wanted to eat it. Question number 2 is, the firefly shines bright like a dash. In the poem If You Catch a Firefly, Lillian Murray has tried to tell us that we should not catch a firefly and close it at one place or close it in a jar. And to whom has she compared the firefly? She has compared the firefly to a star. Okay, so the firefly shines bright like a star. S-T-A-R, star. Question number 3. Jijo loves dash. Now, in the chapter Jijo and Ellie, whom does Jijo love? Jijo loves elephants. Okay. Sorry. Jijo loves elephants. Okay, question number 4. Tiger thinks dash is a drum. Now, Mouse deer, to protect itself from the tiger, he saw a beehive and he got an idea how to protect itself from the tiger. And the mouse deer thought of playing trick on tiger. So he told tiger that the beehive is only the king's drum. So tiger thinks beehive is a drum. B-E-E-H-I-V-E. Beehive is a drum. Then number 5th is Jijo names the little elephant Ellie. E-double-L-Y. Ellie. Okay, what name does Jijo give to the little elephant? Ellie. Okay, so these were some questions. Now students, today we will discuss about elephants. Okay, here few clues have been given to you and we have to discuss about elephants. We have to write few lines about elephants, okay, using the given clues only. Okay, so you all know that elephant is a, first of all let us discuss what is an elephant, how does it look, what is its color, size, and what does it eat. Okay, so you all know that an elephant is a big animal and it is a strong animal also, and it is the largest animal found on the earth. Okay, found on the land. Okay, largest animal on land. So it is strong also. Then the color of the elephant is grey and it has two tusks. Okay, it has two tusks. The white tusks. Then it has fan-like ears, as well as it is a plant-eating animal. It eats plants, it eats the leaves. Okay, so it is a plant-eating animal. Then a group of elephants is known as herd. Okay, a group of elephant is known as herd and the baby of an elephant is called calf. Okay, so these are the few points which we have to write about elephants using the given clues. Okay, here some clues have been given. We will use these clues. Now let's write few sentences about elephant. See, number 1, an elephant is a strong animal. Yes, it is a strong animal. It is grey in color. See, the color of the elephant is grey. It has two long white teeth called tusks. See, an elephant has two long white teeth called tusks and it has fan-like ears. Okay, the ears of an elephant is big and it is fan-like. Okay, so fan-like ears. Now let's see next lines. It is a plant-eating animal. It eats plants. Okay, and a group of elephants is called herd. What is a group of elephant called? It is called a herd. H-E-R-D, herd. Okay, see, it is a group of elephants walking together. They are walking together. They live together. Okay, so a group of elephants is called herd and its baby is called a calf. C-A-L-F, calf. Okay, C-A-L-F, calf. See, the baby of an elephant is called calf. Okay. So, these were few lines about elephant. In this way, you can write many lines on elephants also. Like, okay, then you can write lines on other animals also, like lion, tiger, okay, mouse, deer. You can discuss about its shape, size, color, then you can tell what it eats, then we can discuss about what its group is called, what its baby is called, where it lives, okay. So these are few sentences. Just now we have discussed about elephants. In similar way you can write few sentences about other animals also. So, hope you have understood the poem If You Catch a Firefly today very well, and we have also discussed some questions related to this poem. Hope you have understood how we can write few lines on different animals. Today we have discussed few lines on elephant using some clues which were given to us. Similarly, we can write few lines on other animals also. Hope this class was interesting for you. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.